The Boatman and the Philosopher. The humble wisdom of simplicity step into a world of devotion, culture, and timeless tales only, on eternal love for Krishna. So subscribe it now. Once upon a time, on the banks of the sacred river there lived a humble boatman named Gopal. Every day, he ferried people across the river. Farmers, merchants, travelers, and sometimes even wise men. He was content with his simple life, always greeting everyone with a smile and a prayer to the divine. One morning, a renowned philosopher came to the riverbank. He was proud of his vast knowledge of scriptures, science, and logic. As he stepped into Gopal's boat, he looked around and asked condescendingly, "Boatman, have you studied grammar?" Gopal shook his head. "No, sir. I have not studied much. I only know how to row this boat." The philosopher smirked. "Then you have wasted a quarter of your life." Gopal smiled humbly and continued rowing. A little later, the philosopher asked, "Have you studied philosophy?" "No, Sir," Gopal replied softly. "I know only to live honestly and help others." The philosopher laughed proudly. "Then half your life is wasted." Gopal remained silent, still rowing gently through the shimmering waters. After a while, dark clouds gathered in the sky. The wind grew fierce, and waves began to rise. The philosopher became nervous. "Don't worry, sir," said Gopal. "I will take us safely to the shore." But soon, lightning cracked across the sky, and the boat began to fill with water. The philosopher trembled. "Boatman, what should we do now?" Gopal asked calmly. "Sir, do you know how to swim?" The philosopher stammered. No, I don't." Gopal sighed gently. "Then, sir, your whole life is wasted. I may not know grammar or philosophy, but I know how to cross the river." The philosopher realized his folly. All his knowledge could not save him from the simple truth: wisdom without humility is empty. By divine grace, the storm calmed. The boat reached the shore safely. The philosopher bowed to Gopal and said, "Today, you have taught me the greatest lesson of life, that true knowledge is knowing how to live with humility, faith, and kindness." From that day onward, the philosopher never mocked anyone again, and Gopal continued his humble service with peace and gratitude. Moral of the story: true wisdom lies not in pride of learning, but in the humility of living. Education without humility is incomplete, and even the simplest heart can teach the greatest truths. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more. Your support keeps the stories flowing. Hit the bell icon and stay connected.